in
Hmm.
outside persons, anybody don't know. But nowadays, the problems are coming out. Know about my surrounding peoples.
Very nice.
That is helpful to me.
Hmm.
Why? Because means I move to next level. My children's growing and extra. That's like that.
Okay, okay, okay. Got it, Sandhya. Very good. So a bit of
Uh,
hint on your inherent tendencies towards your weakness and something about your strength. That would
Again, said Priya question. What you ask?
inherent tendency, your strength and your weakness. Let me put in simple word that you know about yourself.
Um, my strength means always I feel positive mindset and be strong person always.
Very nice. Hmm. And weakness.
My weakness is not mirror work not do regularly.
So
If I will do means
consistency, determination is a problem.
yes. If I will do
Self-discipline is not
means
there.
uh, if I will do means more problems clear
Mm,
clear
mm.
and
Okay.
my life is moves to next level. I thought it,
Yeah, yeah.
but
But
after I
you also have to shift your perception that I don't have to do it to solve my problems. I have to do it to create more good opportunities for myself. So create a goal, Sandhya, like, I want to earn, let's say, 50,000 per month. Hmm? Just an example. Okay. And now I'll be doing all the practices to reach to the level where I can earn 50,000 per month.
oh
So now this will bring you out of the problem mindset. Problem mindset is I have lack of money, right? But manifestation or goal mindset is that I want to reach to this level. There are difference in between those things. The difference of how we are looking at the perception is so different in these two things. The thing is same. Okay. You're only solving the lack of money here, but the way you're looking at it is really different. Okay. So please focus on that way, Sandhya. Okay. Yes, Priyaji, please go ahead, Priyaji.
Good morning, all. My main weakness is
You
my
have to you have to be a little louder, Priyaji.
yes. Yeah, am I audible now?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. More of fear. I had so much of fear. I
Very nice.
really didn't know that that was my weakness. And now
Very
after
nice.
doing the mirror work, I have found that this is my weakness. Like my after following my thoughts and writing down what are the thoughts I get daily, it is morely a negative thought or a fear of the future. That was
Yes.
my most of the thoughts were like that. So now I'm able to stop the thought whenever it rises. Maybe not all, but at least most of them, and replace it with a positive thought. So that has given me lots of improvement, my health wise, and uh, I've become more confident because of that.
Yeah, very
The
nice.
positive thing is I adhere to doing my daily work regularly, whether it is meditation or journaling. No matter what, no matter how tired or how late it is, maybe if I'm not able to send it to you daily also, but I do it.
Very
So
nice. So self-discipline is
yes,
your strength,
yes.
right? Is your strength. Very
And
nice.
one more thing is like um, this article which you shared that I'm not able to point out. Uh,
Law of reflection.
yes. Actually, being kind to people also is a drawback.
Hmm.
Uh, that
Overly
is
kind.
found. Yes. That I
Overly kind.
found. Yes. So
Yeah.
they take advantage of me because they know that okay, she won't do anything. Anything she will accept. So that kind of advantage people take over me. So
Yeah,
that
because Priyaji, your kindness is motivated from the lack of worth within you. It's not
mm,
coming from your self-worth. I mean, the strength, it's not coming from strength. It's coming from your weak area. So you have a need that, okay, if I'll be kind to them, then they will be good to me.
yes.
Okay. Or if I'll be kind, then I don't have to go through any fights with them. and I have to, or maybe you have been taught and you have learned to please people through being kind. Okay, so that's your way to be please them by being kind. So when you're doing it with this particular thing from your belief system, it's never going to work because they are going to use you. They can sense that energy. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, she's a dustbin. Use her any way you want to. So that way the energy we emit out, Priyaji, right?
Yes.
So this is also one thing which is a part of your weakness and you must work on. So Priyaji, this month that is our goal. And if we are able to achieve that, you will be seeing a lot of results in yourself. How was you doing 3-4 days, Priyaji? I was not in touch with you.
Yeah, I am fine, Priya. Like past 2 days, I have this headache again, but
Hmm.
doing some exercises and breathing.
Do that let go and release exercise, which I have given you 20 minutes. Yoga
Yes.
Nidra.
Yes.
Thank you, Priyaji. Okay, yeah, Charu, please go ahead.
So first, the week was very good. Lot of love sent to everyone for me. I think I can once we started the morning thing, right? So that was something that came to me naturally, morning, evening, right? So something that I could take and also realize that maybe I'm not sending enough love to everyone.
Hmm.
So that was there. Coming to the weaknesses, I think I have over compassion for people. I don't know, it's over kindness or compassion. I still
Hmm.
don't know the word. It
Hmm.
was kindness earlier. Once I started my mirror work journey a year back, I think it's a lot of compassion. So I was like questioning myself, is so much compassion good, right, in every situation? That was there. Uh, I procrastinate a lot, but then when I'm in a group, I'm quite energetic. So this week I was in the group, so I was very energetic. I did some exercise throughout the day, but
Hmm.
on my own, it lacks.
Hmm. Very
So I
nice.
have to be with
That's
people maybe to do things, but then I'll be very disciplined. And then one more inherent tendency or weakness or whatever was, I compare a lot myself with others.
very
Right.
wonderful point. What a wonderful point.
Otherwise, I am happy with my life. Not so much problem. I feel I think I have done what I could have done and everything. But why is this comparison? And this comparison is with cousins, with in office, with colleagues, this, that, something needs to be achieved. And it's not that, some people are like running the race they have to achieve. It's not that. So I think it is comparison with others for sure.
Very nice. This
So,
is one of the deeper understandings one can have about themselves, the pattern of comparison. And we all do it. The people who are able to realize they can only come out of it. Okay. Very nice, Charu. I worked on it for a long time. And now I can say I'm 70% out of it, but 30% it still goes on. Okay. But
and
the
it comes at every, I don't know, I was just trying to understand. It
every
comes at
moment.
every minute of your life. Something or the other will always be there to compare.
Yeah. So as I
So,
say, whenever I'm doing some good work, because of the deeper lack in worth that the soul is carrying, a parallel thought runs about expecting appreciation or approval or attention. A parallel thought. I mean, it's like suppose if I am doing some good to Charu, like okay, yeah, I have done very good thing to Charu. So somewhere back of the mind, it will be there. Some expectation will be there. Yeah, yeah, okay, Charu will feel good about you, that you are a good person. Now, this thought that Charu will feel that she's a good person is not required anymore. Is not required, right? In the first place. This is called as coming from lack of worth. This parallel thought, which comes like this, is a problem, right? Like before, before starting this journey, I was so manipulative that if I have seen someone who is having a good status or they are very rich, now I want their number. Okay. Now I want to be in touch with them. Why I want to be in touch with them is, oh, maybe they will be of some help to me. Oh, in future I will do this, that I will do that. I will be like this, I will be like that. And in that kind of manipulation, so many mind games used to go on, right? Okay, let me take this number like this, like that, like Even I have met Rohit with this only. I was doing something that time. When he met, he said, okay, yeah, can we exchange numbers? I was like, okay, he's from politics. He will help me so much later. Let me give my number. So my future husband also, I got like that only.
But the reverse is also there. It happens with me. It happens with my mom. I've seen if someone is very rich, because I shared before, we happen to have extremely rich relatives, right? I mean, no comparison at all, which we've understood now. But the life has gone that we should be away from such people. Even total opposite. Okay, if someone is rich, if Priya is rich, oh no no no, I should be just away from her. Okay, jo bhi kaam hai karo. Never be friends with her. So what started happening, that circle just goes away from you, and people, who could have been a help. Sometimes someone can be a help also on the positive side, right? So those people have all gone from my life just because my very close friends, they did very well in their life. They are like 3x, 4x of me. Forget the relatives. Today they are not in my life because they did much better than me, no? So unko rehne do,
So
right?
that's your belief system.
Yes, correct. So
Okay.
they are still friends with me. So actually, since last 1 year, I connected maybe after mirror work with 2 or 3 of such friends. And I thought that they were always fine. It was my problem, right? So
Yeah.
if someone is rich or something, it's not their fault,
It
right?
doesn't
It is
matter.
how we are looking. But that is also comparison. I don't want to be with such people.
Exactly.
Just the
So
opposite.
any kind of manipulative energy coming from lack of worth will never work for us. Okay. Either coming from this side, either coming from this side. Okay. The crux is lack of worth. For you also, for me also. Okay. So we both are in the same boat, but we are coming from a different direction. I am coming from north, you're coming from south. But we'll land up in the same point because we are coming from the same, we are in, I mean, kind of a same boat, right? That's how it works. Okay. So well understanding about this, you can write about this also, Charu, for your understanding, right? So when I learned to let go of these manipulations within myself and started trusting universe that whosoever has to be there will be there. I don't have to pull myself unnecessarily to keep taking numbers and do like this, right? I completely stopped doing it. In fact, I really want to appreciate my husband for this. He helped me to come out of this thing. Okay. He explained me like how bad it is to do like that, right? And why you have to, why you're putting yourself down by doing this way. So that way, when he used to explain me, and then that character flaw, I will call it as a character flaw. Okay. I have corrected on myself. He did it in his own way, but when I got this understanding, it has become really natural for me to go through it and do it. In fact, it happened effortlessly only. I have not put much attention on this. So the beauty is so many things comes to us automatically when we are on this way. And the understandings will come very, very deeper. Okay. So last 2 days I was traveling and I have done work where I have gone. I was a guest, but still I've contributed by doing so much of work. But apart from that, there were some ways where I was trying to avoid to go to a particular place like kitchen, so that if I'll go, I have to work. That selfishness in that moment, I also became aware that no required. Why are you doing this kind of selfishness that you don't have to go there, otherwise you have to work? So when we come to that level, we'll be able to remove all that. In fact, when I came back, I have also written so many learnings where I talked about from my ego, so many places I have spoken through the ego self. And then so many places I have spoken from lack of worth. So many places I was being influenced by the people and I was not, overly behaving. All those things I have written when I have came back. Like, all these things I must work on and I must release them so that I can have a work on my direction of life. Right. So this is very, very important. And when we do this, it becomes really amazing how quickly we can move out of certain things. Right. So that's how it starts to work. And that's deeper. We have to go in working on ourselves. In fact, I want to make you all to work on that level. Then things will start moving very quickly for you, very quickly. Maybe results will not pop up, but the peace here will be like very, very much amazing, right? That's so important. Okay. Yeah, let's go to Gauriji. Gauriji, please go ahead.
Um, yeah, before starting this practice, even though I know so many things about how to do the prayer morning and all, no, I was not able to do it alone. So in a group, I got a proper guidance from you. Thank you, Priya. The results are amazing, I can say. Results are amazing. Like I have regained all my energy when I did my mirror work and all. No, I could feel that difference in me. And so many procrastinations I have done, no, that and all, I was able to break and do some work for my career and all. I was having this fear of judgment and fear of future, everything, and fear about my son, my that and all was there earlier also. Now also the same status, but I am able to
Hmm.
I'm able to see with a positive note, like, everything is taking time only, but everything will fall in place, and I trust the process of life mindfully now.
Hmm.
So that change I have gone through, and escapism, fear of
Very nice.
getting, yeah. uh, I'm trying to judge my position. No, okay, this is enough. I have done so much in the past. I
Hmm.
have done so much. I need not explore into new things, and I'm safe right now. That uh, realization I have got it in this week.
Very
No,
nice.
you're safe now. Even though if you enter into new opportunities, you will be safe. That
Very nice.
confidence I'm gaining through this prayer, and when I'm trying to understand myself, and I'm having this back pain and hip pain. I don't know why it got it, and I'm undergoing the treatment. After hearing your video, no, I got one realization: forgiveness. Definitely, I have to forgive myself first. I don't have any tension about others or other relatives. Previously, I was having that, carrying that, even though they don't talk to me now. But I don't have that guilt, or because I am having self worth. I know what I have done. So I have come out of it. I have forgiven them also. So I am not bothered about them. But why this pain has suddenly has catched me means it made me I realized I didn't forgive myself because some routine discipline everything I'm not doing, so I'm into work oriented person. So if I keep on working for the entire day, I feel very satisfied. Okay, this day has gone fully where I waste my time. That type of a person so even watching movie or watching YouTube and all, no, it will bother me a lot. Why you have wasted so much time?
Hmm.
That's that kind of stress only has converted into this kind of a back pain. That's what I realize now. Definitely, I'm giving time to relax myself and listen to my body, what it needs. That
Very nice.
understanding has come. Thank
Very
you,
nice,
Priya.
Gauriji. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you for sharing, Gauriji. Okay, Arun sir, quickly, sir. We have to move ahead now. Within 5 minutes, we have to start again. I mean, go ahead. Your inherent tendency, your weakness, sir, that you would have
Basically,
realized about yourself
okay,
and your
the
strength.
tolerance levels and active listening is possibly one of my thing which I need to work on.
Sir, I think you have to speak a bit louder, sir. Bit louder for us.
Am I
Or
audible
maybe
now?
it's a
Is it
problem
okay?
for me. I don't know. Hmm.
Am I
No, we
audible
can't
now?
hear.
Okay,
Am
I
I
okay.
also
okay?
can't.
Audible now?
Yes,
Little
now,
better.
now better, sir.
Not using the headset today. Okay. No, tolerance levels when I see ingenuity or ingenuity or probably stupidity, right?
Hmm.
So the tolerance level goes down. Okay. So the compassion factor affects there. Then the active listening, these are something, and maintaining balance and consistency. These three are the things which I think I need to work on.
Okay. Your strength, sir.
Strength. I openly share, information or knowledge. I do not care. Whatever it is, I do not care if somebody is going to use and you're going to lose it out on it. I'm not worried because I always think I can find something else, even if something has to be done.
Very nice, sir.
And
Very,
compassion for others. That's it.
very nice. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, Manjula, please go ahead. Manjula, you there? Dharini, you there?
Yes, Priya,
Yeah,
I'm
Dharini.
here. Yeah, so actually, I was not able to do all the things like do not match and all. I was not able to do, but like when everyone was talking, I could like understand what were my weakness and strength. No? So yes, my weakness is self-pity,
Wonderful.
comparison. Like I could relate to Charu very much. Then like the same thing, stay away from the higher class. I don't know, like if there is someone who's in the higher class, I never want to approach them for whatever reasons be it. No, I never approach them. So I'm
And
like,
I always try to approach from all manipulative ways.
right. And lack of patience. So that's
Very
something
nice.
like that I've learned after that when we practice the morning session. After the morning session, I got to understand that like there's so much lack of patience. That is very important. Like if I stay patient, then like things will get resolved on their own. Like I need to give time for that thing. So that I understood. And strength, I would say positivity. Like beat anything, I'll take it positive. And more strength is like I do not talk negative about myself. That was like that layer was cleared from the first round of mirror work itself. So that's a strong basement.
Very
And
nice.
yeah, I spread positivity.
Wherever you are. Very,
Yeah.
very nice. Great. Great. Wonderful. Thank you, Dharini.
I'll work deep on this, but like, I mean, from what others have spoke, like from that, like I got my strengths and weakness.
One has to keep an intention to do any change in their patterns, deeper change in their patterns. Okay. Then only we'll be able to achieve that. Okay. And the first step is realization. It took me 2 years to realize that you are not a consistent and a disciplined person. You deeply have to work on it. 2 years. 2 years before my mentor told me. But after 2 years, even yesterday only, I texted her saying that, ma'am, now I'm realizing how deep the lack is within me and how much I have to work on it. But really, I've started working on it with a deeper intention now. And I also said, the words just flow whenever I communicate with her that, ma'am, I know that how much I have lived my life in self-created illusion. Self-created illusion only. The illusionary world about you are this, you are that. Even in the lack perspective, even in the good perspective. I really never knew what was my true strength. I really never knew what was my real weakness. Actually, I was going the complete opposite only. The strengths I used to consider as weaknesses, the weaknesses I used to consider as strength. This is called as illusion. And most of the people live in these illusions. In fact, I was going through one of the quote which says that many people doesn't wake up in their whole lifetime. They never wake up in their whole lifetime. What a quote. Many people, they are not waking up, actually waking up in their whole lifetime. The lifetime just goes like that. They are not waking up. Right? So time to wake up. Really time to wake up. That will only happen with a sincere intention, deeper intention to work on yourself. It can only happen. Right? It's a wonderful opportunity for all of us. Right? Okay. Vijay, you there? Otherwise, we will start with our session.
Priya, I have sent message.
Yeah, I have seen that.
Hi, ma'am.
Thank you, Manjula. Hello, Bala sir. So your
Hello.
strength,
How are
sir?
you?
And
Yeah, ma'am. So my
you're
strength is like, my strength is like believing everyone easily. So if someone is saying something, so I will be easily attracted and I will start believe themselves.
Mm.
So my weakness is again the same. Like
Very nice, sir.
I will be believing them, so that after believing them, I will be like, if something is happening negative, so I will thought why I believe them first.
Mm. So here, believing them is not a problem. But why I am believing them? You must ask yourself, why am I believing them? Which comes from lack of belief in self. Okay, when it happens from that zone, it is always going to bounce back, counteract. Okay, so now I will start with a very small story. So we went to a relative's place, and then I came to know certain things about this relative. So one of my observation on the life of a lady. Okay, a lady has been brought up with a good rituals and everything, but she has one habit, one inherent tendency, which is ungrateful, being ungrateful, and always looking for faults in others, always. Okay, now this lady is someone whose son has went to abroad with wife, with kids. She is living alone here with husband. No support, and every day she cries for that support first. And nobody can stand her actually. Such a fault finding thing she do every moment. I mean, if you have done two things, she will find out third thing which you have not done and said, and will say, I think this was more important, you have not done. I mean, what two you have done, she'll ignore. That kind of personality. Okay. She has got a perfect son-in-law who comes and says all the faults in her daughter, speaks all the faults in her daughter and say, your daughter is not this, your daughter is not that, your daughter is not doing like this, your daughter is not doing like that, your daughter is this, that, everything. Okay. See the universe. And now she has put down by the nature so much that she has to take help from others when his husband was not well. And these others who were coming and helping, nobody can listen to your fault finding attitude, right? They used to fight so much with her. And now she has to bow down. Now she has to bow down. So universe and nature helped her to bow down herself when she was not willing to do it by her own. Right? So two ways. She took the tough way, going through the life experiences and then bowing down. Learn to bow down in front of others, right? But we can take the another way by realizing that, okay, I am really ungrateful person. I do so much of fault finding. I must not do it. What is required? Let me learn this way. So two ways, conventional way and the, self-realization way. Okay. So that way I was analyzing their life. In fact, one of another relative, they have their own temple. Imagine this person drinks whole day, doesn't go to their own temple. Look at the opportunity, unmarried person, 50 plus. Look at the opportunity that he has in hand to serve God so much. Own temple, how much he can serve God with so much of love, compassion in his heart and make his lifetime useful. But every day he smokes, drinks, eats, sleep, that's all. Till he's now 50 plus, he has not woken up. He is not woken up, right? Sad to see this, sad to see this. But we must send our strength and energy to these people so that they can wake up and see what they are doing, right? Okay, with this, we will start now. And it really needs a lot of work to do on ourselves. It's not just doing hanky-panky here and there. If you are sincere, then so many things will come to you every moment. That's the blessing from the universe, every moment. Okay. With this, we will start with our session. And I have already shared the self-importance part, which I really loved from Wayne Dyer's book. Wonderful points he has mentioned. We'll go through that today. Okay. After that, we'll do our mirror work. For the whole week, we'll set an intention and we will be doing that work. Okay. So let's start now. Okay. So I want all of you to please close your eyes. Take a deep breath Take a deep, deep, deep breath. Take another deep breath. Connect with your heart. Focus yourself. Release any of the other thoughts, energies, feelings from yourself and let go. Let go and release. Let go and release. Fill your heart with more love and gratitude and God's energy. It's as if you are standing in a shower of universal energy with an empty bucket and you're letting it fill up now. And this bucket is heart shaped. This bucket is your heart. And from the universal flow of energy, you're getting it filled up. Actually, it has to be filled up every day. And if we learn to do it every day, filling it up every day, we can have a really good storehouse where we never have to look back and see the scarcity of not having it. In fact, it becomes so natural to fill ourselves every day with love and gratitude. That works for our life in all possible ways. So fill your heart, the bucket of your heart, with universal flow of energy. I also want you to visualize how the flow is in your bucket. Is it coming really fast? Is it slow for you? And do you think the tap is blocked? Is no water coming? Is no energy is coming in the bucket? Or it's coming drop by drop, or it is just freely flowing. And as much as you are getting, it's just filling up. There is no end to it. How your visualization is working, where it is taking you, just to become aware. Take another deep breath and say, thank you, Lord. Thank you for everything in my life. Thank you for the realization of the self that I am getting to. Thank you for making me this person that I am today. Thank you, 5 elements, for taking care of me. Air, water, food, fire, Mother Earth, space, everything. Thank you, universe. I've been blessed to eat every day. I've been blessed with a career. I've been blessed to do everything in my life which I deserve. I've been blessed with all the 5 elements in great abundance. The shelter I have, fire is there with me. I can always use it. Air, my health is so perfect that I can perfectly get air in my body. Everything is just beautifully working for me. Thank you, universe. The real 5 elements of nature, without which we cannot live, we cannot do anything. Rest everything is temporary. These 5 elements is so important in my life, and they flow abundantly in my life. Thank you, universe. Thank you for all the knowledge, wisdom, love, positivity, awareness that I'm getting in my life, and to walk on the path of self-realization. One of the most important part of my life is self-realization. If I want to transform me as a person and my life, and be in service to others. Give me that strength, Lord. Help me help me to reach to that level where I can do all the things that I deserve to be done. Today, I set a sincere intention to know myself more and more, to know the self in me, and to know more of my strengths and weaknesses. What do I really have to realize and work on myself to bring a shift in my life? Let's keep a deeper intention to reach to that level today. And believe that the universal power, force of love, the intention can take you to that level. That intention, the higher power will definitely help me to reach that intention and to find out the self within me. Who is this self? What does this self carries? What the self is trying to teach me? What more I really need to know about myself? In which direction I have to sincerely work on myself? How can I create my life and change my life completely? What is the solution to all my challenges and problems in my life? Everything can come to us by putting a sincere intention to know the self. Self is everything. Now, with more love and gratitude in your heart, see the bucket filling up and flowing up now and reaching to each and every part of your body. Enrich your body with the flow of love and energy, this beautiful energy from the universe flowing in your body. Zoom in and see yourself closely. Is it free flowing today everywhere in your body, or do you still see some dark sides and some illuminating sides in your body? Can you see certain blocked areas still in your body? Send more healing and love to those areas. Flush them out, the blockages. Send more and more love and energy to these areas and let all the blockages shut away or close, opens now and dissolves in the flow of this energy. In the flow of this universal energy, all the blockages are clearing up. If you're having any pain in your body, focus on that area. Send the rushing flow of energy to that area and allow it to heal. Maybe it can be your back, maybe it's headache. You're having pain in your head, maybe shoulders, maybe stomach, maybe your legs. Send that energy, rush of energy to that part and let it release. Let it dissolve all the pain. Let it dissolve the emotional blockage in that area. As you're completely showering yourself with love, this love is coming out through you and reaching to other family members. Give an intention, also help them to wake up in their lives. Send an intention to them to be aware, become aware of themselves and walk on the path of self-realization. Send intention to this towards your whole neighborhood now, and then your city, your state, the whole country and the whole planet. Help everyone with the energy of yours, that everyone self-realize themselves and choose the path of righteousness. In whatever they do, they have the consciousness to look within and then do that. Let all the negativity move out with the flow of energy that we are sending to the planet. This energy that we are sending towards in the universe, in the planet, will reach to those who are in need today. And that will give them some strength, more of power, more of realization of themselves. So say thank you for the opportunity to be able to do this. Now quickly visualize your whole day. What are you going to do today? Where are you going to go? How you're going to feel? Are you really grateful for this day, or you're feeling tired, fatigued, and oh, another day? Just check with your emotional state of mind right now. If you're not feeling up to the mark, change your energy, shift your energy. See yourself in a beach, completely enjoying the breeze of air and that flow of water, and you're feeling so much loved by the nature. Or see yourself with a kid loving you so much. And this helps you to shift your energy levels. Feeling good. Feel good by the love. By the love in whatever means you can feel it. And this love which you're feeling right now, connect it with your whole day. How you're going to maintain it the whole day now. Whatever you're going to do, this force of love is going to be with you. In fact, ahead of you. Let the force of love do everything for us. And with this feel good feeling, love in your heart, filling up your whole body, we will start our session now, and we will begin by opening our eyes from 5 to 1, and we'll begin. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can rub your hands, put it on your eyes, and okay. Okay, quick word from anyone. How was it? Anyone? Were you able to see the blockages in your body? And were you able to send the rush of energy and clear it? Anyone? Quickly.
One dream come, Priya. If I do, what it means, I went one slope will be there. I went to that way, slanting way, slanting position, one slope wall. I running under that slope wall. I
Okay.
don't know why suddenly came that scene.
Okay, I want you to write it, or give some more time to get you realize why this thing has come to you. Okay?
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and you send it to me personally, what it means to you. Ask yourself, what does it mean to you?
Okay.
Right. Yeah, Gauriji.
I can feel my back pain from that, that is going down. Okay. I some goosebumps.
Wow.
I can really feel that pain is going low.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Gauriji, put an intention and do this kind of thing 11 days at least. Okay. Put an intention to get rid of it. For 11 days you do it. Definitely it will help you so much to heal.
Like imagining like this, I mean,
I have already
manifest.
shared something from Louis. If you have seen, permanently let go of the pain in Power Book group. Louis Hay affirmations and meditation. You can try that,
Thank-
or by yourself you can imagine and do this, Gauriji.
Sure. Thank you, Priya.
Very nice, Gauriji. Okay, let us start with our session now. Really wonderful thing we are going to read today. I think I have the book. Let me open the book only. Give me a second. Until then, if anybody wants to share, please go ahead. I'm opening the book. Yeah, I got it. Just a second. Okay, let's start now. Your self-importance. Okay, your self-importance. So today we will understand how the self-importance is a greatest enemy for us. Okay, so we will now start here. Okay, anyone you would like to read today? Anyone? Yeah, Gauriji, please go ahead. Thank you for coming.
Your self-importance. In The Fire from Within, Carlos Castaneda hears these words from his sorcerer teacher. Self-importance is a man's greatest enemy. What weakens him is feeling offended by the deeds and misdeeds of his fellow men.
Wonderful.
Self
Each and every word in this particular page is so crucial. When I say each and every word, okay? So the fire from within, Carlos Castaneda hears these words from his sorcerer teacher, okay? I don't know much about this author, but actually Wayne Dyer talks a lot about Castaneda, okay? Must be a great teacher, but don't know much about it, but let's understand what he's saying. Self-importance is man's greatest enemy. Okay.
Who talk about Priya?
Carlos Castaneda.
Carlos Catena.
From his book,
Who?
The Fire from Within.
Okay.
Okay, he has written this book. I am not much aware of it, but Wayne Dyer talks a lot about him. Okay, he says self-importance is man's
Who
greatest
talk
enemy.
about that? I ask. Carlos Casatanda. Who talk about more of us? Carlos Catena.
Wayne Dyer, the book with which we are reading. This book is from Dr. Wayne Dyer. Yeah. Dr. Wayne Dyer, who has written the book, The Power of Intention, from which we are reading this full page. Okay? Okay. So he says self-importance is man's greatest enemy. What weakens him is feeling offended by the deeds and misdeeds of his fellow man. Okay. This line is very, very important and very, very crucial. It has to be understood deeply. What weakens a person is by feeling offended always by the deeds and misdeeds of the fellow man. So if someone is not doing right, like very commonly I have seen in myself, my brother, my husband, lot of people, by abusing the people on road who are not driving properly. Very common thing. Hey, I don't know how to drive. Hey, and then, saying those things. Very, very small thing. We don't even know them. But how wonderfully something comes, an irritation comes when they are not driving properly. Okay. So how from where it is coming is the importance to self. Okay. Like I am driving properly, you are not driving properly. And how subconsciously it comes is what he is talking about. With this example, I'm trying to explain. He says self-importance requires requires that one spend most of one's life offended by someone or something. Right? With the self-importance, most of us, we spend whole of our life by feeling offended by something or by someone. This is a major impediment to connecting to intention. This is the biggest block when we are not able to connect with the higher source. You can all too easily create a no match here. We all can create so much no match, means disconnect ourselves from God by this way. Okay. And we do it every moment. Actually, if you can realize yourself, we do so much in several other ways. Okay. Let's go ahead, Gauriji. Basically,
your feelings of self-importance are what make you feel special. So let's deal with this concept of being special. It's essential that you have a strong self-concept and that you feel unique. The problem is when you misidentify who you truly are by identifying yourself as your body, your achievements, and your possessions.
yeah.
Then
So
you
one thing here, he's saying that basically your feelings of self-importance are what make you feel special. Okay. So let's deal with this concept of being special today. He's saying it's essential to keep a concept of self, a strong self-concept, means a self-worth. Okay. He's not saying that you have to let go of your self-worth and be a dustbin for everybody. Not that way. And that you feel unique. It's so essential, he's saying. The problem is when we misidentify ourselves, who we truly are, by identifying yourself as your body, your achievements, or your possessions. Right? Then you identify people who have accomplished less as inferior. And your self-important superiority causes you to be constantly offended in one way or the another. Now, you may say, no, 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 I am not that kind of person. I don't do this. I don't do that. It's never the case. We all do it in some or the other way. In some or the other way, we all do it. Our ways are different. The simple example is abusing, scolding, being irritated by the people on road. Very simple example, whom we even don't know. Okay. So then he says you identify people who are less as inferior, and then you feel superior. Let's go ahead. This misidentification.
misidentification is the source of most of your problems, as well as most of the problems of humankind. Feeling special leads us to our self-importance. Castaneda writes later in his life, many years after his initial emergence into the world of sorcery, about the futility of self-importance.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
more
So just a second, Gauriji. The misidentification, this misidentification actually is the source of all our problems, as well as the problems of humankind. Okay. Feeling special leads to self-importance. Okay. Castaneda now writes later in his life, when he was in the world of sorcery, about the futility of self-importance. Like how much when we are giving this importance from our ego self, how much problems it is creating in our lives. He says, the more I thought about it and the more I talk to and observe myself, imagine now he's saying now, the more I talk about it, the more I talked to and observed myself. Observed myself. Self-realization here. And my fellow men, people around, the more intense the conviction that something was rendering us incapable of any activity or any interaction or any thought that didn't have the self as its focal point. He says, the more I am going deeper and deeper, I'm saying that nothing is there which comes without the self as focal point. Everything we do it with the self-importance. And that's the problem for all of us. Okay. Let's go ahead, Gauriji, with the self as a focal point.
So Priya, just to interrupt, does everybody know what is sorcery?
Hmm?
Everybody knows what is sorcery here?
It's also a way of learning, sir. I am not deeply knowing
No,
about it.
it's a
But-
way of attracting the evil powers to achieve something, casting a spell and all that. That is what he was into.
I will share it next time, sir, with you when I will read about this author specially, because I really have no idea about this author, Castaneda. Okay, I'll share it next time with you. Let's go ahead, Gauriji.
So that's what he was, a person who uses the evil spirits, attract the evil spirits to cast a spell or to achieve something. That's what sorcery is.
I cannot comment right now. As I said, I have to read.
No, I don't
about
want you
the
to comment. I'm saying that's what it is. People should know. So I'm just saying that is what Castaneda
That's what
is.
I'm
And he's
saying.
an anthropologist and a writer.
We will discuss it next time, sir. And I will go through it. Okay. Let's go ahead, Gauri.
With the self as a focal point, you sustain the illusion that you are your body, which is completely separate entity from all others.
Yeah.
This sense of
Just a second. With the self as focal point, then we sustain in this illusion that we are this body and we are completely separate from the entity of all others. So I am this body and I am separate from all others, and that's how we judge everybody on the every way. Okay. So when I was talking today about my observation on these people of two of my relatives, okay, there was one more realization I had about myself was a sense of superiority, which I was feeling about myself within. When I became aware of it, I released it, saying that not required. Let me come out of this ego self and send them that love energy for them to grow in their life. Because that's also an inherent tendency to get ego immediately, automatically. It just comes as a parallel thought with each and everything coming to me because of the lack of worth. Okay. So same here. Same here. The self, what he's saying is, with the self as focal point, you sustain in that illusion. Now, when I will be thinking that I am superior from them, this is the illusion I have created for myself. And then it is utterly difficult to come out of this illusion when you consider yourself as superior from anyone else, right? So we are a separate entity. Now, I am a separate entity from them. This ego separates me from them. So this sense of separateness leads you to compete rather than to cooperate with everyone else. This is also a very important point. Okay, we are always in a sense of competition with everybody. Either we have some meaning with them or we don't have a meaning with them. I want you to try to relate it in your life how this is. This is so important when Charu said comparison. When we have a pattern of comparison, we always compare. So this sense of separateness leads you to compete rather than cooperate with everyone else. So ultimately, it's a no match with spirit and becomes a huge obstacle to your connection to the power of intention. So this is a huge obstacle in the intention. And you know, in lot of spiritual books, whenever these authors have written these books, there was one thing which was said by the God: you surrender your ego to my feet. Okay, even if you will read the Sai Baba of Shirdi, when he asked his disciple to write his book, he said, you have to surrender all your ego to me. Okay, and even in the Fakir book, it is clearly mentioned. If you want to work, if you want you that I should reside within you, you have to let go of yourself completely. Then only I can come and reside within you. Okay. And so many other ways in Bhagavad Gita, everywhere it is said that. Okay. That is what the concept of self here he is talking about. Okay. That becomes a huge obstacle. So let's go ahead, Gauriji. In order to relinquish your self-importance,
in order to relinquish your self-importance, you'll have to become aware of how entrenched it's in your life. Ego is simply an idea of who you are that you carry around with you. As such, it can't be surgically removed by having an ego dummy. This idea of who you think you are will persistently erode and any possibility that you have of connecting to intention.
Yeah, very nice. So, in order to relinquish now, work on this self-importance, you will have to become more aware of how entrenched it is in your life. Actually, for me, it is completely entrenched. Self-importance is the way from where I am programmed to live my life. And now to go to against this programming is not easy, and definitely it will take time. Good that I've realized at a very uh, particular level of my life, which I can really spend more time in doing it, right? So ego is simply an idea of who you are that you carry around you. And if you really want to deeply connect with God, you have to let go of the self idea, the self importance. He says that it's a wonderful line. I smile on this line. As such, it cannot be surgically removed by any egotomy. Okay. This idea, who you think you are, will persistently erode any possibility to connect with intention. Okay. This particular page is not easy to get it in one go. This is very deep, coming from a very deep source. I want you to do it, read it 2, 3 times to get the understanding more deeply. But the more you will realize this particular part of your life, how much we are programmed to live and do everything from ego. Okay. You will be able to go beyond and do so many other things. In fact, the people who are having lack of money in their life, it's because of ego, you know. They're stuck. They're stuck at their level of ego that they don't have enough money. Imagine they're stuck at the level of ego that they don't have enough in their life. Okay. When they will be able to remove this self of lack within themselves, again, self-worth, they'll be able to come up and they can have all the abundance, including myself. Okay. So that's how deep it is. But as we will practice and will put an intention, universe will find its way to help us, reach out to us and make it, understandable for us. So it's okay if you have not got the point. It's okay if you're not able to, get it fully. It's okay. Read it 2, 3 times, then you will get it. Second thing is, please watch the movie The Peaceful Warrior this week. Anybody has watched that movie, Peaceful Warrior? Very nice, Charu. I want you to go through that movie again. I have went through it, and now when I'm doing it this time,
It's that athlete, no, who gets disabled by an accident.
exactly. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So when I was going through this time, and Socrates was saying to him that when he was eating rationally and he was like anything, and Socrates told him, the problem with you is that you practice your sports, and about me is I practice everything. Okay. I want you to go through it so that these are small things given by Socrates in this movie, and it's a wonderful movie. I want all of you to please go through that movie. And there is a point in the movie where you have to realize when he speaks what is knowledge and what is wisdom. He also explains about what is a destination and what is journey of life. He also explains how to be in the moment and what it happens when we are in the moment. So many learnings throughout the book can be there if you will go through it. Okay. So this week's work is Peaceful Warrior. We'll be discussing it in our next class, The Peaceful Warrior. Okay. We'll take whatever everybody has learned from it. Okay. Let's do our mirror work now. Any guess which chapter we can do today? Any guess? What do you think can be the chapter for us today?
Ego releasing.
Sorry?
Ego.
Ego. Okay. No. Mirror work chapter. Which day we can do today? Which chapter? Any idea? Any idea? Anyone can guess, please. Day 6, day 9, inner child, day 14 or day 12, day 11 or day 16. Sorry? Release the fear. Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. We'll do day number 6 today quickly, which is self-criticism, releasing your inner critic. And with this, we will close. So quickly, we will do our mirror work and we will practice what is being told in self-criticism. Okay. So she says now, find a quiet place with your mirror, feel safe, wherever you won't be disturbed. Now look into the mirror, look straight into your eyes. And if you're still uncomfortable doing this, concentrate on your mouth or on your nose. Okay. Talk to your inner child and talk to your child who wants to grow, blossom, needs love, acceptance, and praise. Say, I love you. I really love you. And I know you're doing the best you can. You're perfect just as you are. I approve of you. Okay. You may also want to do this exercise several times before you truly feel that your inner voice is less critical about yourself and about others. Do what feels right for you. Okay. Now, here, please don't misunderstand what we have read in Wayne Dyer's book and this concept here. They both are very, very different. Okay. Wayne Dyer is talking about the ego and lack of worth within ourselves, and his way is different to put it forward. I mean, a advanced way of spiritual explanation that he does. Okay. Whereas our Louis is simple, straightforward. Okay. And gives us to connect with ourselves more deeply. Okay. And also, let me also tell you, the more deeply we will connect with ourselves, the ego self will be able to come out. It will just pop out automatically. Okay. So there can be only one thing that can reside inside of us, the love of God or this ego self. The more we put the love of God within ourselves, this ego self cannot have its place because they cannot stand together in one place. Okay, in our heart. So with this, we will go with our mirror work. With our day number 6, I want all of you to read it completely and then do it. Okay. So I love you. I really, really love you. And I know you're doing the best you can. You're perfect just as you are. I approve of you. Okay. With this, we will do it and we will complete our session. And everybody has to do this assignment also. Make the 5 things you criticize yourself for and then write down the date, how amazed that you are picking it on yourself, and then make the 5 affirmations for yourself. Okay. So that's for today. Let's do our mirror work now. I want you to take your mirror. Look deeply into your eyes and say, I wish to connect with you more deeply today, Priya. And I wish you to realize yourself even deeply than ever. I first of all really want to thank my eyes for everything. And today I want to ask myself, how can I know myself better? How can I know myself more and more? For me, the simple answer is practice. With practice, you can know yourself more and more. What is the answer for you? How can you know yourself more and more? Better. Every day, how can you know yourself more and better? What is the answer for you? Please ask the mirror. I really wish to understand myself more deeply and realize the self within me and work on it every day diligently. I truly wish to come out of all self-critic, ego patterns and connect with the universal force, the flow of energy, which always has peace and bliss, and where I can deeply connect with God. give a smile to you and say, I love you, Priya. I really love you. I want to tell you that you're doing the perfect. You are being able to. Yes, so many improvements has to be done, but you're trying your best. You're doing your best. And today I want to take this moment to appreciate you for all the work that you have done. I know the beginning of releasing all ego is satisfying your ego. I know that. The satisfaction is also important. And that's the initial step for me. I am on that step of realizing myself more deeply. I really thank universe. I really thank myself for doing all the work that I am doing within myself. Every pace of my life and moment, it's a growth for me. I deserve this growth in my life. I deserve all the good and richness in my life. I deserve the flow of abundance in my life. And I let go of all the self-critic within me. I release and I let go the critic within myself, the ego within myself. I let go of the habit of finding fault within myself and anyone else. I let go of the habit of finding fault within myself and all others. I let go and release all comparison that I do to others. I do myself and I do it with others. That's a severe way of self-critic. By constant comparison, I put myself down. I release it fully and completely from myself. I release all the comparison within myself. And I release it to do it with others. I love you, Priya, and I approve of you. I accept you just as the way you are. I accept you just as the way you are. You're blessed, and you're wonderful, and you're amazing. You're blessed, you're wonderful, and you're amazing. I love you, Priya. I really, really love you. I am in deeply love with you. And I release all the critic from myself today. I am capable of doing anything and everything in my life. And it's my life. I live my life with great joy, love, and abundance. I live my life with the concept of abundance, not from the concept of lack. I release all the critic, all judgments for myself and for others. I release the fault finding in myself and all others. I release all comparison within myself and for others. I release all these patterns completely and I set myself free. I release the deeper lack of worth within myself and I set myself free. I love you, Priya. I really love you, and you're perfect just as you are. I love and I approve of you. I love you. I really love you, Priya. You're perfect just as you are. I accept you with all your flaws and all the beauty within you. I accept you with all the flaws and a beauty within you. I deserve all the abundance in my life. I deserve the richness of my life. Okay. That's for all today. Anyone would like to share, one or two people? How were the affirmations for you? Can anybody share quickly? Quick word. Anyone?
So since we were discussing ego, so while doing the mirror work, there were small things that I could see just happened 2-3 days before that. These things happen from ego. While speaking,
Very nice.
to myself in the mirror, and what can I do for it? Of course, this was a separate thing, self-critic, but yes, I could see that connection. And one decision I want to take for my current job. So I'm looking out for a job. This company is anyways going to close, and so many things going on here. So I was actually thinking of resigning on Monday. Still not very sure of it because things are not okay. But then I got that question that I am putting in so much efforts here and also efforts for the job. So what is it? Is it ego? That's making me take that decision. So if it's ego, I should not take, right? Think realistically. So that was nice for me.
Very
At
nice.
least it
Very
gives
nice,
me a
Chandra.
food for thought. If it's something is ego, I should not take decisions because of ego.
And
So
at least you can wait for some time to take that decision of your life, which can disturb your life and make it here and there, right? So
correct.
you can definitely take some more time and then you can take that decision. Very
It's a
nice.
very
Charu.
helpful session for me too.
Thank you. Thank you, Charu. Okay. If anybody has not been able to misunderstood it, the two things, then it is very wonderful. But if your mind has misunderstood or taken it in another way, then it is a chaos. Complete chaos. In fact, you'll feel that chaos the whole day. And if you are feeling chaotic, that means you have misunderstood. It's very, very clear. Okay. Yes, Gauriji. Anybody, anything has to say, Gauriji?
Yeah. This ego, no, I'm able to relate to my conversation with my husband yesterday, like regarding some financial decision. I said, no, I can manage myself. Like, I don't want your money. Again, ego.
Very wonderful, Gauriji. Very wonderful. Right. And now you don't have to, I mean, what you have to do is don't feel bad about it. Don't get yourself in the zone of feeling bad. Okay. You have to jump one step ahead and say, let me change it. Detach myself from ego and everything is one. And then I would like to help him. Or you can go and make this conversation again. Okay. And then use these words again, saying that, yeah, I will do it with all your support. Something you can do. Okay. Redo it that way.
Thank you.
So, yeah,
Actually, I was so guilt now.
yeah. So,
Thank you.
no. Guilt will help take you down. It will drain your energy. Okay. It doesn't matter if you're doing it for a right cause also. Guilt doesn't know that it is right or wrong. Guilt is guilt. Okay. So you have to let go and get one step ahead, quickly shift it. Okay.
Sure. And I'll again have this conversation.
Yeah, you again have this conversation and shift it and say thank you and don't overly do it also. That is also important. Okay. You have to stay balanced and then do it. It's a matter of practice 2, 3, 4 times, then it will become automatic.
Thank you.
Okay. Very nice. You know what? This time I have realized so many of my mistakes with my husband, but he has not pointed out even once. I was like, wow, really good. He has not pointed even once, tolerated me on a very next level. But I realized that, okay, Priya, this is not the way to talk to him in front of others or to do this or to do that, right? But that's my realization that I have to work on, right? But that's how it works. When you're ready and you're energetically shifted, the other person also doesn't get irritated. This is the beauty that I came to know, and the shift in your energy that works. Okay. Otherwise, utterly self-critic, I used to attract from him so much earlier. And now it is really, getting ease, because I know that my energy levels are getting shifted on that level. Okay. And somewhere he is accepted. I think she is like this only. Why to bother myself? That can be a reason also. Okay. So that's all for today. Thank you, all of you. We had a wonderful session. At least for me,
Yeah.
I am satisfied for it. But still, so many improvements can be done, and we are all willing to do it with an open mind. Okay. From all the angles, we can always improve on doing this in any possible way. Peaceful warrior, going through self-importance concept again, inner critic. Okay. These three things that we are going to do this week. Okay. So that's all. We will be meeting on Tuesday, 7 o'clock to 7:30 for a short call, and we'll do our meditation and we'll do our mirror work. We'll close it. Okay. Okay. Thank you all of
Wonderful
you.
session.
Bye-bye all of
Thank
you.
you.
Bye-bye. Take care. Love you all. Take care. Bye all.